Life is unpredictable, and at some point everyone faces dark times, periods of struggle, uncertainty, or despair. These moments can feel overwhelming, but there are principles that can help you navigate through them and come out stronger. Here are 6 essential rules to guide you through difficult times. 1. Take responsibility for what you can control. When life becomes overwhelming, it's easy to feel like everything is out of your hands. The weight of hardships, failures, or unforeseen challenges can make it seem as though you have no power over your situation. But no matter how dark things get, one truth remains. You always have control over your actions, choices, and mindset. Taking responsibility for what you can control is the first and most crucial step toward overcoming difficult times. Many people make the mistake of waiting for their circumstances to change before they take action. They think once things get better, I'll start working on myself, or when life gives me a break, I'll find the strength to move forward. But this approach keeps them stuck in a cycle of helplessness. The reality is that external factors may not change immediately, but your internal response can. And it's that response that determines whether you remain trapped in hardship or begin to rise above it. Start by identifying what is within your power. You may not be able to control the behavior of others, the economy, or random misfortunes, but you can control your habits, your reactions, and your perspective. If your situation feels chaotic, focus on small actions that bring order. Clean your space, organize your thoughts, establish a routine, simple tasks that create a sense of structure. When your external world is in disarray, creating order in your immediate environment helps you regain stability and clarity. Taking responsibility doesn't mean blaming yourself for everything that goes wrong. It means acknowledging that, regardless of the situation, you have a role to play in how you move forward. If you've made mistakes, own them, learn from them, and commit to doing better. If you've been wronged, recognize that you can choose how you respond. Whether you let bitterness consume you or you channel your pain into growth, there is immense power in deciding that you will not be a passive victim of circumstance. One of the biggest challenges in dark times is dealing with emotions like fear, doubt, or despair. These feelings can be overwhelming, but they do not have to control your actions. Acknowledge them, but don't let them dictate your future. Strength comes from choosing action despite uncertainty. The more you focus on what you can do rather than what you cannot, the stronger you become. The most successful people, the ones who overcome adversity and achieve greatness, all have one thing in common. They take ownership of their lives. They don't wait for things to improve before they act. They take action to improve their situation. They don't waste time blaming circumstances. They focus on solutions. No one is coming to save you. That may sound harsh, but it's also empowering, because if no one else is responsible for your life, then you have the power to change it. The moment you shift your focus from what's out of your control to what is within it, you reclaim your strength. You begin to see opportunities where others see obstacles. You stop being a prisoner of your circumstances and start shaping your own destiny. It won't be easy, and it won't happen overnight. But the simple act of taking responsibility is the first and most powerful step toward a better future. 2. Face the truth no matter how uncomfortable. One of the hardest things a person can do is face the truth, especially when it is painful or inconvenient. It's natural to want to avoid reality when it brings discomfort, disappointment, or fear. People often distract themselves with entertainment, busy schedules, or even self-deception to escape from the things they don't want to confront. But the truth, no matter how much you ignore it, doesn't disappear. It lingers beneath the surface, influencing your life in ways you may not even realize. Facing reality is difficult, but it is the only path to true growth and change. Avoiding the truth only prolongs suffering. Whether it's the truth about your own mistakes, your weaknesses, or the difficult circumstances you find yourself in, denial keeps you stuck. It may feel easier to look away, to tell yourself that things will get better on their own, or to blame others for your struggles. But deep down, you know the truth is waiting for you, and the longer you ignore it, the heavier it becomes. Running from reality does not free you from it. It only increases its power over you. Facing the truth requires courage because it forces you to look at yourself and your situation without filters. It means admitting when you are not where you want to be, acknowledging when your own actions have contributed to your problems, and accepting that life is not always fair. It means letting go of excuses and embracing responsibility. This is not an easy process, but it is a necessary one. Because once you see reality for what it truly is, you can begin to take meaningful steps toward change. Growth begins the moment you stop deceiving yourself. If you are struggling, admit it. If you are lost, accept it. If you have made mistakes, own them. This does not mean beating yourself up or dwelling on negativity. It means looking at your life with honesty and asking, what can I do to improve this? Only by recognizing the real problems can you start working toward real solutions. Ignoring the truth may give you temporary comfort, but it will never lead to lasting progress. There is incredible power in being honest with yourself. When you stop hiding from the truth, you gain clarity. You start to understand what needs to change, what actions you must take, and what is truly important. Clarity leads to direction, and direction leads to progress. People who embrace the truth, no matter how difficult it is, are the ones who grow stronger, wiser, and more capable. Many of the most successful and fulfilled people in the world got there by first confronting the uncomfortable truths in their lives. They didn't pretend everything was fine when it wasn't. They didn't hide behind false confidence or distractions. They looked at their weaknesses, their failures, and their circumstances with honesty and used that awareness as fuel to improve. This is what separates those who overcome challenges from those who remain trapped by them. The truth is not your enemy. It may be painful at times, but it is also the key to freedom. When you embrace reality, you stop being a prisoner of illusion. You take control of your life in a way that is grounded in what is real, not what is convenient. This allows you to make decisions that are based on actual solutions rather than temporary escapes. No matter how difficult the truth may seem, facing it is always better than living in denial. Because once you confront it, you have the power to change it. The only way to build a better future is by first accepting the present for what it truly is. 3. Strengthen your mind and body. In difficult times, your mind and body are your greatest assets. They are the foundation on which you stand, and if they are weak, everything else in your life becomes harder. When facing struggles, many people neglect themselves. They let stress, fear, and uncertainty take over, and as a result, their physical and mental well-being decline. But the truth is, strengthening your mind and body is not just about survival, it's about thriving, even in the face of adversity. Your mind is the control center of your life. Every action you take, every decision you make, and every challenge you overcome starts with the way you think. If your mind is filled with doubt, negativity, and self-pity, it will be nearly impossible to move forward. But if you train yourself to develop resilience, discipline, and a problem-solving mindset, you will find a way through even the darkest moments. Mental strength does not mean never feeling sad or afraid. It means choosing to act despite those emotions. It means recognizing that while pain is inevitable, suffering is optional. You have the ability to control your thoughts, and by doing so, you shape your future. One of the most effective ways to strengthen your mind is through learning. Read books that challenge your thinking, expose yourself to new ideas, and engage in meaningful conversations. The more knowledge you acquire, the better equipped you are to handle life's challenges. Mental strength also comes from self-discipline. When you commit to doing something, whether it's waking up early, exercising, or developing a new skill, You prove to yourself that you are capable. Small daily victories build the confidence and inner toughness needed to face bigger obstacles. Your body is just as important as your mind. A weak body leads to a weak spirit. When you neglect your physical health, everything becomes harder. Your energy levels drop, your focus diminishes, and your resilience fades. Taking care of your body is not just about looking good, it's about feeling strong and capable. Regular exercise improves not only your physical condition, but also your mental state. It releases stress, boosts your mood, and gives you a sense of control. Even something as simple as going for a walk, stretching, or engaging in physical activity can have a huge impact on your ability to handle stress. Food also plays a critical role in how you feel and think. Filling your body with unhealthy processed foods might provide temporary comfort, but it ultimately drains your energy and makes you feel worse in the long run. A strong body needs proper fuel, nutritious food that supports both your physical and mental well-being. When you eat well, you think better, feel better, and have the strength to take on challenges. Sleep is another pillar of strength. In times of stress, people often sacrifice rest, believing they need to work harder or stay up worrying. But without proper rest, your mind and body cannot function at their best. Sleep is when your body heals and your mind processes emotions. A well-rested person can think clearly, make better decisions, and handle difficulties with greater ease. Prioritizing rest is not a luxury, it is a necessity for those who want to remain strong. Strengthening your mind and body is not an instant transformation, it's a daily commitment. It requires effort, but that effort pays off in every area of life. A strong mind allows you to face problems without breaking. A strong body gives you the endurance to push through challenges. Together, they create an unshakable foundation that can carry you through even the toughest times. The world is unpredictable and struggles are inevitable, but when you take care of yourself, you are prepared for whatever comes your way. Strength is built, not given. It is earned through the choices you make every single day. By focusing on your mental and physical well-being, you equip yourself with the tools needed to rise above hardship and build a life of resilience, confidence, and purpose. 4. Seek meaning, not just happiness. Many people spend their lives chasing happiness, believing that if they can just find the right job, the right relationship, or the right lifestyle, they will finally feel fulfilled. But happiness is a fleeting emotion, one that comes and goes depending on circumstances. If you make happiness your ultimate goal, you will constantly be chasing something that is temporary. Instead of seeking happiness alone, seek meaning. Something deeper, something that gives your life a sense of purpose and direction even in difficult times. Meaning is what keeps you going when happiness fades. Life is full of challenges, setbacks, and hardships. If your goal is only to be happy, what happens when life becomes difficult? When you experience loss, failure, or disappointment, happiness may disappear. But if you have meaning, you will have a reason to keep pushing forward no matter how hard things get. Meaning gives you a sense of purpose beyond just feeling good in the moment. It provides a deeper satisfaction that sustains you through both the highs and lows of life. Finding meaning is not always easy, but it starts with asking yourself important questions. What truly matters to you? What impact do you want to have on the world? What challenges are worth facing, even when they are difficult? The answers to these questions can help you build a life that is driven by something greater than temporary pleasure. Meaning is often found in responsibility, taking care of your family, committing to your goals, helping others, or working towards something that benefits more than just yourself. The more responsibility you take on, the more meaningful your life becomes. Many of the most successful and fulfilled people did not get to where they are by seeking constant happiness. They got there by committing to something meaningful, whether it was their craft, their family, their community, or a cause they believed in. They endured hardship, sacrifice, and struggle, but they found a deep sense of fulfillment in the process. Their lives were not always easy, but they were meaningful. They had a reason to wake up every day and keep moving forward, even when things were tough. If you only chase happiness, you may find yourself avoiding difficulties and challenges because they don't always feel good in the moment. But some of the most rewarding experiences in life come from overcoming difficulties, pushing through discomfort, and achieving something that truly matters. Happiness is a byproduct of a meaningful life. It is not something you can achieve directly. When you focus on meaning, happiness comes naturally, but it is no longer the main goal. One of the biggest mistakes people make is believing that a meaningful life and an easy life are the same thing. They are not. A meaningful life often requires struggle, sacrifice, and perseverance. It requires stepping outside of your comfort zone and taking on challenges that force you to grow. But the reward is far greater than temporary pleasure. It is a deep sense of fulfillment that no amount of money, fame, or material success can replace. To build a meaningful life, start by focusing on something greater than yourself. This could be personal growth, helping others, creating something valuable, or working toward a long-term goal that requires dedication. When you align your actions with a sense of purpose, every challenge becomes more bearable. You stop seeing obstacles as roadblocks and start viewing them as necessary steps toward something worthwhile. At the end of your life, you won't remember the days you spent chasing momentary pleasures. You will remember the moments that challenged you, shaped you, and gave your life purpose. Meaning is what makes life worth living. It is what gives you strength in dark times and fulfillment in times of success. Instead of asking yourself, "What will make me happy today?" ask, "What will make my life meaningful in the long run?" When you shift your focus from happiness to meaning, you build a life that is not only fulfilling, but also unshakable in the face of adversity. 5. Surround yourself with the right people. The people you surround yourself with have a massive impact on your mindset, motivation, and overall success in life. Whether you realize it or not, the energy, habits, and attitudes of those around you influence your thoughts and actions every day. If you are surrounded by negativity, doubt, and mediocrity, it will be incredibly difficult to rise above your circumstances. But if you surround yourself with people who inspire, challenge, and support you, you will naturally become stronger, more motivated, and more capable of overcoming life's difficulties. It's easy to underestimate just how much our environment shapes us. If you spend most of your time with people who complain, make excuses, or settle for less than their potential, you may start to adopt the same mindset without even realizing it. You might lower your standards, accept negativity as normal, and stop pushing yourself to grow. On the other hand, if you are surrounded by people who strive for greatness, take responsibility for their actions, and encourage you to improve, you will begin to reflect those qualities yourself. Your mindset will shift, and you will start to believe in your ability to achieve more. The right people are those who bring out the best in you. They challenge you when you make excuses, support you when you struggle, and celebrate with you when you succeed. They push you to think bigger, work harder, and stay committed to your goals. These people don't drain your energy, they add to it. They don't tear you down, they lift you up. They see your potential even when you don't, and they remind you of what you are capable of. It's important to be honest about the relationships in your life. Are the people around you encouraging you to grow, or are they keeping you stuck? Are they inspiring you to become better, or are they feeding into negativity and self-doubt? Sometimes making progress means letting go of toxic relationships, those filled with negativity, jealousy, or a lack of ambition. This doesn't mean you have to cut people off completely, but it does mean setting boundaries and prioritizing relationships that help you move forward rather than hold you back. Building the right circle of people takes effort. Seek out those who share your values, your work ethic, and your drive to improve. This doesn't mean only surrounding yourself with people who agree with you. It means finding those who push you to think critically, challenge your beliefs, and help you grow in a positive direction. Look for mentors, friends, and colleagues who have qualities you admire and who inspire you to raise your standards. At the same time, be the kind of person that others want to have around. Relationships are a two-way street. If you want to be surrounded by great people, strive to be someone who adds value to others. Encourage, support, and uplift the people in your life. Help them grow, and they will do the same for you. A strong, positive network is built on mutual respect, encouragement, and shared ambition. No one succeeds alone. Every great leader, thinker, and achiever has been shaped by the people they chose to surround themselves with. Your environment will either push you toward your highest potential or pull you down into mediocrity. Choose wisely. Invest in relationships that challenge you to grow, inspire you to keep going, and remind you of what you are capable of. The right people will not only help you get through difficult times, but will also push you to become the best version of yourself. 6. Keep moving forward no matter. Life is unpredictable. There will be times when everything seems to fall apart, when nothing goes according to plan, and when you feel completely lost. In these moments, it's tempting to stop, to give up, or to wait for things to get better before taking action. But the truth is, if you stop moving forward, you remain stuck. No matter how difficult things get, the only way to improve your situation is to keep going. One step at a time, one decision at a time. Progress is not always fast, but as long as you keep moving, you are never truly defeated. Many people give up too soon. They face obstacles and assume that setbacks mean they are not meant to succeed. They let failure convince them that their efforts are pointless. But failure is not the end. It is part of the journey. Every successful person has faced setbacks, rejections, and moments of doubt. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is that successful people keep going, even when it's hard. They don't let failure define them. They use it as a lesson, an opportunity to grow stronger and wiser. Moving forward doesn't always mean making giant leaps. Sometimes it means taking small steps, even when you feel like you're not making progress. It means doing what you can with what you have, even when things seem impossible. It means refusing to let fear, doubt, or failure stop you from trying. Some days the only progress you make might be getting out of bed, making a plan, or simply deciding not to give up. And that's enough, because every small step adds up over time. One of the biggest mistakes people make is waiting for motivation to strike before taking action. Motivation is unreliable. It comes and goes. Discipline, on the other hand, is what keeps you moving when motivation fades. When you commit to pushing forward, even when you don't feel like it, you build the mental strength necessary to overcome any challenge. Progress is not about how fast you go, it's about your willingness to keep going no matter what. Difficult times test your character. They force you to confront your fears, your doubts, and your weaknesses, but they also present an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to become stronger than before. The challenges you face today may feel unbearable, but if you keep pushing forward, you will look back one day and realize how far you've come. The struggles that once seemed impossible will become proof of your resilience. There will be moments when you feel exhausted, when you wonder if your efforts are even worth it. In these moments, remind yourself why you started. Remind yourself of what you are fighting for, whether it's your goals, your dreams, your family, or your own self-improvement. Hold on to that purpose and let it drive you forward. Even when you don't see immediate results, trust that every step you take is bringing you closer to where you want to be. No storm lasts forever. No hardship is permanent. As long as you refuse to quit, as long as you keep putting one foot in front of the other, you will eventually reach a better place. It may not happen overnight, but persistence always pays off. The strongest, most successful people are not the ones who never struggled. They are the ones who kept going despite their struggles. Life is a journey, and the only way to reach your destination is to keep moving forward. No matter how slow your progress may seem, no matter how many obstacles stand in your way, do not stop. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep pushing forward. One day you will look back and realize that every step, every hardship, and every challenge was worth it. The only true failure is giving up, so keep going, no matter what. Difficulties in life are inevitable, but suffering need not be permanent. By taking responsibility, facing reality, building resilience, seeking meaning, choosing the right influences, and pushing forward, you can emerge from the darkness stronger and wiser. Challenges are opportunities for growth if you choose to confront them with courage and determination.